Who's got a better sales team than Convergint?
Who's got better customers than Convergint?
Who got better leadership than Convergint?
Who's got a better operations and support team than Convergint? Who's got a better culture than Convergint? I only have one final question.
Who's got it better than us?
Nobody.
Who's got it better than us?
Nobody.
We are Convergint. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. We are Convergint. Who's got it better than us?
Nobody.
Who's got it better than us? Nobody. We are Convergint. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. Who's got it better than us? Nobody. We are Convergint. Who's got it better than us? Nobody.
Who got it better? Nobody. Convergent Nation at the February party. CTC, yeah, we still be #1, having fun, we ain't done. If you don't feel it, you ain't right. If you can't Q school, take a hike. The legendary integration champs do it right. They never quit, they know how to fight. Growing their business to brand new heights. Working their butt off day and night. That ain't all. It's about Vision 360, that's the plan. I got one question, taller than.
Who's got it better than us? Who's got it better than us?
Who's got it better than us? We are Convergint. Who's got it better than us?
Yeah, that's right, back at it. What's this I see? Toughest team in the industry. All the haters, imitators, we're kicking it off for you to see. See Nation. Follow, but you better be quick. Brown, Dylan, Shanks, take your pick. Convergent Nation. Go time. Industry domination while making the climb. They're gonna compete from start to finish. We're talking win and will that will never diminish. We're ready right now, we see the vision.
360.
Say what?
It's no decision.
Convergent Nation's on.
We are.
Cap One, UHG, and Exxon. We in need of another job well rested.
Emissary.
You got a question?
Who's got it better than us? Who's got it better than us?
Who's got it better than us? Who's got it better than us?
We are Convergint.
One of our new challenges is to try to get a single integrator globally.
time, we come across someone who can do something so remarkable that it defies belief. He's a 26-year-old rock climber from Sacramento, California. But not just any rock climber. He scales walls higher than the Empire State Building, and he does it without any ropes or protection. It's a kind of climbing called free soloing, and the penalty for error is certain death. Here, Alex Honnold is 2,600 feet above the Yosemite Valley floor, trying to haul himself up the slippery granite wall of Sentinel. He's so high, he disappears into the mountain. Alex moves seamlessly across a section of flaky, unstable rock, pausing to dry a sweaty hand in his bag of chalk. There's nothing but him, the wall, and the wind. He's up here without ropes or a safety harness. All he has is a pair of rubber climbing shoes. This is what climbers call free soloing, and it's so dangerous that less than 1% of people who climb attempt it. Does the challenge appeal to you?
Yeah, for sure. Or being able to, always being able to push yourself, always having something bigger to do or harder to do, or anytime you finish a climb, there's always the next thing that you can try.
As he approached one of our fixed cameras, Alex grabbed a tiny piece of rock and pulled himself up. In this position, most of his weight is on just 4 fingers. Because look at what he's holding on to.
Yeah, well, there isn't anything. It's also really steep right there. Because you can't, nobody, even Alex Honnold can't hang indefinitely on his arms. They're going to give out.
And then he's got to have the strength to pull himself up.
Yeah. And he's got to have, and the footholds aren't very good, so he's got to basically paste his feet on, over the ceiling and hope they stick.
Should I go to the tippy top?
All the way to the top in just an hour and a half.
Possibilities of Convergint are endless. There's nothing we can't do. That's a motto that my office runs by.
What is possible with Convergint? I think it's easy to say what isn't possible with Convergint. I think we've shown over the last 10 years that we can pretty much win at will and succeed anywhere we choose. I think our future is entirely dependent on what we determine we want to achieve.
As we've been sitting here the last 3 days talking about all the different things that we've done over the course of the year, celebrating our 10 years, you got to look back a little bit, and you're obviously kind of proud and we've celebrated the moment, and I think that was fabulous. We should. But now we're starting to get close to the end of that, and I think it's time to look forward.
The amount of talent here in the organization causes everybody to raise their game. You cannot make improvements unless you're challenged and you're working with performers.
I don't see how anybody has overcome that at a global level, and they just don't have the passion and the ownership and the leadership that I think we've got here. So I don't see how anybody else could be in position to do what we can do. I just don't.
We can't accept the fact that it can't be done.
We don't have any ability to stop if we wanted to. The people that we have on board are so primed for success that we couldn't slow it down if we wanted to, and hence my reference to going viral.
Everything is possible. Convergint, everything is possible. Convergint, everything is possible. Convergint Technologies, everything is possible.
I know the industry well. I've been in the industry for a long time. I can't even begin to fathom doing what we do for another company.
Big. Bigger. That's the only thing I can tell you for sure.
I don't believe any other company in the industry has the mix of professionals, manufacturer partners, and the skill set we have to compete with us in the future.
Convergint, everything.
Everything.
Everything, everything.
Everything
is possible.
Is possible.
Is possible.
Is possible, eh?
Convergint, everything's possible.